Hello, Johan.
Hello, Raquel.
Thank you for being with us today.
It's a pleasure.
Johan is part of the MTI group and will be answer some questions today. So, Johan, can you tell a little bit the backstory of the MTI group?
So MTI is an Australian-based company with over 25 years of history. And one of our core products is the whole Blastbag range. But actually, we didn't invent the Blastbag. The Blastbag was a product that already existed in many forms and shapes, mostly made of industrial off-the-shelf components. But what we did is innovating an existing product and making it fit for purpose, safe, reliable, and giving great outcomes for blasting operations. So that's basically how MTI grew. And after the Blastbag, we made innovation after innovation to make our Blastbag product range better, but also to develop new accessories for drilling and blasting.
Oh, okay. How do you came with this idea of beginning working with accessories in the blasting field? You have some passion?
No, I believe it was because, as I mentioned, the Blastbag was already an existing product and it was proving quite popular because the application of the Blastbag gave great results, better fragmentation, reduced blasting costs. But the tools that were available at the time were not reliable enough to give those outcomes on a consistent basis. So MTI saw an opportunity there to, if we could come with a product that was really reliable, that worked every time, anytime, then we would be able to capitalize on that opportunity and contributing to get better outcomes in blasting. Yeah.
So MTI Group started maybe with these ideas, no? To innovate this Blastbag.
Yes, yes.
It was like the pilot product.
Yes, yes. It was the first big product that MTI developed. MTI was not exclusively a blasting consumables. It was a mechanical. They did mechanical designs of mechanical parts, but the Blastbag was one of the product range. And by innovating in materials, by innovating in design techniques, by innovating in product development, we came to a Blastbag product that was more reliable than anything that existed at the moment, and that's why it became a great success. So it was not innovating in the concept, but it was innovating in how the product is made, how the product is applied, how the product is used, and always with the end user in mind, obviously.
So I would say that MTI put a lot of effort in the R&D?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
And can you tell us some of the things that you are doing now?
Yes.
It's confidential?
No, there's a few things we are working on. Probably one of the bigger work streams for us is in the QA/QC space. Can I talk about Blastcat? Is in the QA/QC space, so digital measuring of hole depth. And it's a project that's been running for quite a few years. It's a new step, it's a new field, it's more technology based, not as much consumables based. But it's basically assisting customers to capturing the QA/QC data on a reliable, accurate, and digital basis. I think one of the other big axes of development is in this product, which is a Blastbag Ace. Usually, or traditionally, Blastbags have been based on aerosol technology, so aerosols, compressed aerosols for the trigger mechanism. But Blastbag Ace changes that concept and uses a chemical reaction to inflate the Blastbag. There's a few advantages to this. One is the environmental credits are better on this product, but also, and that's actually the reason why we developed this product, one of our customers was having problems with the metallic cans in its ore while it's being processed. It was triggering the conveyor belt, or it was stopping the conveyor belt. So they asked us, can we develop a product that's as reliable, as user-friendly, but it doesn't have any metallic components? And that's how we came up with the Blastbag Ace. It doesn't have any metallic components, so the risk of tripping the conveyor belts is eliminated. And it was very well adopted by the customer. We made a few iterations together with the customer, and today we have the Blastbag Ace.
So you get a lot of feedback from your clients, no? And then you're trying to improve their operations,
Yes. So I think first, customer feedback is essential. As I mentioned, this development process of Ace was mainly driven by a customer request. But actually, most of the products we develop, it's based on problems that either we are seeing or customers are seeing. But the solution is always very collaborative. It's thinking about how can we solve this and what works for the end user, what's user-friendly, what's obviously what is safe and what is reliable.
What is your global footprint? The R&D stuff, where it's done, all of that? Is it all in Australia or you have around the world?
So most of the R&D team is in Australia. It's
Okay.
Perth-based. But I would say the technical execution and the project management and some of the innovation is done by the R&D team.
Okay.
But I would also say that
And that
the
team
whole-
is, what kind of people you have on that team? Engineers,
Yeah, so there-
chemical engineers? Like that?
engineers. So it's a team of engineers,
Okay.
mechanical engineers, mechatronic engineers,
Okay.
and electronic engineers. They're mostly based in Australia. But I would say that there's also an important component of R&D that's done by people in our production or on the field who collect the ideas, do the ideation process, do a few trials with made-up samples, and then obviously there is collaboration in the end product and management by our R&D team, which is in Australia. Yes.
For me, MTI, I see as an innovation, how you say it, hub, innovation hub. I know when I think of MTI Group, I think innovation hub. They are always trying to improve and create new stuff, think a little bit outside of the box. So it's good that you are here with us today.
Thank you.
What would you say was the most difficult that you had over these years, like the most difficult product to develop or the most challenge that you had related with innovation, for example, some innovative products?
I would say the technology product, so the Blast Scout, is definitely a
Okay.
challenging product for us because it's completely stepping away from what we traditionally do. We know the process very well where the product is being used, but it's not developing a consumable that's used over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
It's developing a technology tool which needs to be robust, which has electronics inside, so it's a completely different development stream with different development horizons, different expectations probably from an end user, so that's definitely been challenging
Challenge,
for us.
okay.
But it's on the other side, it also stretched the organization, and there's been a lot of good learnings that have come out of it. So I believe there's benefits towards the development, but there's also benefits towards the internal capabilities of learning and developing internally.
And we know that MTI will be in the World Blasting Innovations next year. So it will be a pleasure to have MTI there. And thank you for being with us today.
Yeah,